Hurricane Hazel. The impact of Hurricane Hazel. Hurricane Hazel struck the Toronto area on October 15 to 16. The storm winds got up to 120 kilometers an hour. Over 2,000 milliliters of rain fell in just 24 hours. Hurricane Hazel left 2,000 people homeless and 81 people dead.
I'm meteorologist Mark Mancuso, and on this day in weather history, October 11th, 1954, Hurricane Hazel crossed Haiti as a Category 2 hurricane. It formed as a tropical wave off the coast of Africa, and as it entered the Caribbean, it intensified without making any landfall. It moved practically parallel to Venezuela and then turned sharply north-northeast on a direct course for Haiti instead of Jamaica, contrary to its predicted path. Hazel contradicted all forecasts and ravaged Hispaniola, killing 1,000 in Haiti. Hurricane hunters recorded winds of 140 miles an hour before it hit the Carolinas. On the 15th, it made landfall on Myrtle Beach as a Category 4 and then moved over Raleigh after it became an extratropical Category 3. At landfall, it brought a storm surge of over 18 feet, which caused severe coastal damage. Hazel then collided with a cold front and headed towards Ontario. Intense rain fell with winds still upwards of 90 miles per hour. In Toronto, part of the Lawrence Avenue Bridge was washed out by the Humber River. Catastrophic financial damage was done to Canada and overall caused roughly $420 million. Due to its extensive damage, its name was retired. I'm Mark Mancuso.
So the video that you just saw was kind of Hurricane Hazel's path, and so it went up to Venezuela, then took a sharp turn, as you can see. So it went up here to Venezuela, then took a sharp turn to go up to Haiti. Then after Haiti, it picked up over Lake Ontario to then hit the Toronto area. Hurricane Hazel strikes Toronto. By 4:30 p.m. on October 15th, rain began to fall heavily in Toronto. By 7 p.m., the calm before the storm struck. Then the hurricane struck. People were not prepared, as Toronto doesn't usually expect big storms. The storm appeared to lose power, and the U.S. meteorologists predicted it would dissipate. It would pick up over, but it picked up over Lake Ontario. Photos from the storm. External and internal forces that structures experienced during the disaster. External, the wind and water that floods the buildings. Internal, the torsion of the wind and the water that starts the storm. How were buildings and structures impacted by this disaster? When the force of a hurricane bears down on residential structures, homes can be ripped apart by the storm's powerful winds. Storms flooding can also cause damage. Flooding may cause a building or other structures to collapse due to the power of the forces caused by the moving water. So, the building that I decided that would take on any hurricane ever would be one on about a 10-foot high hill, and on that around that hill there's like kind of like a fence around it that's kind of made out of metal. So if the water raises up to the hill, the water can then fall down the hill out the drain. Plan B would then be if it got up so high that it started to hit the house, the house can become a boat, so the boat can like float on water and stuff, and the whole entire outside of the house is waterproof. What does a hurricane need? It needs warm water, winds coming together, winds flowing forward above the storm, allowing the air below to raise. Questions. How could the city prepare better for the storm? How did the city prove that moving the houses away from the water would help when there's another hurricane? So that's my Hurricane Hazel presentation. Thank you.